Rolling stones in the rap game, not bragging. Lips bigger than Jagger, not sagging.
Hi guys, Mark here. So what I want to talk about today is partial reps, okay? So I get this question a lot. People in the gym and on Facebook, things like that, asking about which is better, partial reps or full range of motion. And you know, they both kind of have their place. You'd see a lot of big names using partial reps. You know, people like Phil Heath and that. But you know, big bodybuilders. But I'm going to go over first why people like to use them. Okay. So first thing is that you can obviously lift more weight using partial reps because you're not using your full range of motion. You know, it's less. You know, it's less distance really to push the weight. It's easier to do. You see this especially with people squatting. You know, people half squatting, just, you know, crazy weight and not even going close to parallel. Okay. Another thing is it's constant tension. So you're keeping the muscle under tension constantly, since you're not locking out the top. So you're not really putting weight on your joints, it's all on the muscle the whole time. So people think this is a good thing, seeing as time under tension is a component of hypertrophy really. So people looking to build size will enjoy doing partial reps because of the tension. And another thing that goes with this is the burn you get from it. So because you're under tension so long, you get burn. It's just, you know, metabolic damage in the muscle really. It's build up lactic acid because you're not getting a rest. So you're just constantly working, and you know, that just incites a burn, and that's it. So people think that that's a good sign. It's another component of hypertrophy. People think once they're burning, they're going to get bigger. So that's why people like to do partial reps. But on the other side, I think full range of motion is better. It's more optimal, and this is because you're using proper technique. You know, you're going the full way down. If it's a bench press, you're going the full way down, you're going the full way back up. If it's squatting, you're going parallel below, back up. So you're getting a better range of motion, you're working your muscles better, and you're going to be recruiting more muscle fibres because of the distance and the stress that you're putting your muscles under. You're probably going to have to use lighter weight if you're doing that, but it's better off, especially for beginners. You want to learn proper technique from the start. So this might even mean starting off with no weight at all on the bar, just practicing. Maybe if it's a squat, just practicing body weight, just getting the technique down, and this is going to be better for you in the long run because you're going to know proper technique. You're going to carry that over then when you start to put weight on the bar. Okay. Another thing about full reps over partial reps is full reps is going to show your true strength. Okay. So the weight you can do a full rep with is how strong you really are. You know, does that make sense? Like say in a powerlifting competition, you don't do partial reps. You have to go down, you have to touch your chest on the bench, you have to pause and you have to press back up, and that's as strong as you are. You can't cheat it. It's just true, okay? Let me see. So another thing is partial reps, because you're doing such a short range of motion, you can tighten your muscles, so you can kind of lose flexibility, especially in your chest. You know, your pec minor, that will get tighter and it'll pull your shoulder in and stuff like that, okay? So on the other side then, full range of motion will, because you're fully using your muscles, you're going to open it up. Okay, it's just common sense. Like, it's just you're using the muscle, you're pushing it as far as it should go and then back, like you're using it properly. So that's another benefit I think that full range of motion reps have over partial reps. Again, in terms of hypertrophy, I've said already that the constant tension that helps, but what I think is most important is progressive overload. Okay, so, and you know, muscle recruitment. So when you're using full range of motion, you're recruiting as much muscle fibres as you can really, like the maximum amount depending on the weight, but you're recruiting a lot more than I think you will partial reps. And that and progressive overload, so constantly adding weight to the bar over time, is what's going to really give you the best results in my opinion. It's how I've got the best results, and I think it's how most people have really. That said, for advanced lifters, partial reps may help as a tool, a supplementary tool to pack on more size, but you know, a lot of the big names these days will stick
and Jagger, not sagging.